So, hi everyone. So today I want to talk about Sharon Osbourne. You may be aware that she's been in the news lately because of a conversation. I don't actually know exactly why she's in the news, to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure. It's hard to find a clip of the full conversation, but the one that everybody's talking about in which she got backlash and all that, I don't see why she got backlash. All right, so let's sum it up. First of all, the situation. The situation is that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex or whatever the hell, she obviously is married to Prince Harry. She had this big interview with Oprah. Piers Morgan, who has known Meghan Markle, says that he doesn't believe anything that she said, specifically not only the allegations of racism, but also that she was feeling suicidal, apparently. I should find a clip to make sure to see exactly what he said. But somebody confronted him saying that he was just sort of harassing or bullying or whatever Meghan Markle because she had rejected him in the past in some capacity, either social or romantic, I don't know, because they used to be kind of friends before she met Prince Harry. And so someone said that on Good Morning Britain. So then he kind of stormed off, comes back, says, look, suicide is something that should be taken very seriously, and people, and if somebody says that they're feeling suicidal, that should be taken seriously. But he stood by his comments, basically a skepticism of Meghan Markle. Sharon Osbourne knows Piers Morgan, and so she, on the talk, was saying that she was feeling like people were accusing her of being racist because they thought that he was racist. So by association, then people are sort of accusing her of racism. If you're new to my channel, and if you don't know me, I think we have a really major problem in the world. As we're sort of going through our growing pains of morality and social awareness and so on, there's a lot of collateral damage. We don't really understand what racism is. We don't know how people should behave or why people behave the way that they do. So we throw around accusations that are unfair, and we're a little bit overprotective of people that don't necessarily deserve that level of protection in those contexts. Racism absolutely exists. It exists on a systemic level, and it exists in individuals, but not in the sense that you may think, where it's like a disliking of people of a certain color. It tends to be just a reasoning error, is what I think. It tends to be that by just following our natural programming, it's pretty easy to end up racist. Because our instincts are to sort of be wary of people who aren't like us, and then also there's just a lot of there are a lot of really attractive talking points within sort of racist dialogue, things that sound reasonable. There are statistics that people kind of can pick and choose to justify their racism. I think that pretty much everyone is on the racist spectrum. I certainly am. And so I think we have this really unhealthy attitude about racism, being that like racists are just people who hate and want to kill, for instance, black people, whereas it's actually and of course, you may say that I'm confusing prejudice and racist, but I think that we all are when we use these terms, so I'm going to use them interchangeably. I think that we are all prejudiced. That's just the way that the mind works, all right? No, none of us is like these pure interpreters of the reality around us. None of us. And because we lie to ourselves and pretend that we are, we have this special category for people who are racist, and basically that ends up including anyone who does anything against a black person. I mean, I really think that that's what happens. I didn't want to make this a long video, but whatever. Because we're really confused. Because it is true that there are certain unconscious biases and heuristics that people use that will make them feel justified in attacking a person of color based on their actions, but actually the attack is not based on their actions. It is largely influenced by the fact that that person is colored, but it's complicated. There's this really complicated activity going on in the unconscious as it evaluates people, as it makes decisions, as it produces behavior, as it produces beliefs. And we're really far from understanding sort of what that processing is in the unconscious, and the conscious is not aware of it. So what ends up happening is that somebody can do something that's kind of racist, because and then they're completely unaware of it. Then they freak out when they get accused of it. Or what can happen is somebody does something, and honestly, the color really didn't factor in that much. Maybe it factored in a little bit, but not enough to have sort of determined the action. And then what happens is, oh shit, am I recording sound? All right, shit, I hadn't been recording sound on this other video, but that's all right because we hadn't been using the screen yet. So what happens is, just people are really confused, And what's frustrating is that this confusion, it isn't being sorted because nobody really gives a shit about information or truth or anything. For instance, let's watch this absolutely ridiculous video.
So I really would like to know, because I've been knowing you for years since I've been here, and I've never seen anything come out of you other than, if I don't know, I'm willing to learn. If it comes off a certain way, I stand corrected.
Right.
That's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah.
So what would you say to people who may feel that while you're standing by your friend, it appears that you give validation or safe haven to something that he has uttered that is racist?
Okay, so a very fair question, very well stated. And now it's really interesting because she's just said that he's uttered something racist, and hopefully she's going to say exactly what it is.
Even if you don't agree, am I saying it right? Okay,
I don't know what he's uttered that's racist. I'm not trying to slide out of this one.
Okay, very good. She's explaining. I mean, she wouldn't need to with me, but you know, some people don't understand anything, most people. And so she's saying, "Hey, look, I'm not trying to avoid anything. I just tell me exactly what he said." Great. And so we're going to hear exactly what he said because I don't know exactly what he said either. So we're going to find out now together.
I don't know. Tell me, what has he uttered that's racist?
Wednesday's episode of The Talk.
What the fuck?
Says Cheryl.
What the fuck? How do you... Okay, ET Canada wants views, no problem, so they're gonna save the racist thing for later in the video. That's incredibly stupid, irresponsible, and so on, but okay.
Wood confronted her co-host Sharon Osbourne for supporting Piers Morgan after he made controversial comments towards Meghan Markle following her sit-down
They're gonna tell us any second what the comments were. Don't worry.
Interview with Oprah. Throughout the conversation, Sharon became very defensive over her friendship.
Okay. Apparently, what he actually said doesn't matter yet. Okay.
With Piers, and even lashed out at Cheryl. Take a look.
I feel even like I'm about to be put in the electric chair because I have a friend who many people think is a racist, so that makes me a racist. And for me, at 68 years of age, to have to turn around and say, I ain't racist.
Of course you're fucking racist. Everybody's racist. By the way, this woman is a complete bitch. I'm basing that on one video I saw of her, and I'm going to show you that after this video. And then we're going to get, again, back to this.
What's it got to do with me? Okay, how can I be racist?
All right, so I'm guessing that at this point she's just said that, well, I don't know what she said, because I don't know whether she has Irish blood or something. I mean, she's not a natural ginger, so I don't know what she just said. But I guess she thinks that because she so fucking stupid. She thinks that because she belongs to some group, I'm assuming, or maybe that she's done, it doesn't really matter what she said. You're capable of being racist, whatever. If you're black, you're capable of being racist, maybe against whites, maybe against blacks. If you're fucking gay, you're capable of being racist. If you're black, you're capable of being homophobic. If you fucking you're a volunteer at a soup kitchen, you're capable of underestimating the homeless.
Anybody. How can I be racist about anybody or... I
mean, that's just, I gotta let it go because we don't have time, but that's just so incredibly stupid. It literally doesn't matter what she said, unless, no, I was about to say unless she says she's born black, but then why the fuck are you white? Of course you're racist, and also black people can be racist against anyone. The brain is capable of being racist. It's a natural survival mechanism to be racist. Trust me, the brain will always find a way to be racist.
Anything in my life. How can I?
Well, I tell you.
What?
We'll be right back.
What?
We have more topics, so don't go away.
And I think we should stop this. I will ask you again, Cheryl.
Yes.
I've been asking you during the break. Right. I'm asking you again. And don't try and cry, because if anyone...
All right, Sharon. I mean, Jesus, what a victim. I don't know what the crying is. Maybe Cheryl wiped her eyes or something, but don't try and cry. Jesus Christ. This woman is a bitch, okay? I have no reason to think that she's any more racist than anyone else, but she is a bitch, I'll tell you that.
Be crying, it should be me. This is the situation.
Yes.
You tell me.
I understand where she's coming from there. Racist is like the worst thing that you can call a person, unfortunately. It shouldn't be. It should be like, hey, I think you might be racist. And then the other person goes,
Oh shit, really? Okay. Like, what do you mean? Like, what did I do, or where, you know, what's wrong with my thinking?
that's how it should be. But right now, it's become a incredibly unhealthily derogatory, pejorative. So I do understand. You're on TV. You didn't expect the conversation to go this way, because that's what Sharon said. She said the producers hadn't given her this line of questioning. They'd only given it to Cheryl. So I do understand feeling attacked, because racism is your career is over, your life's over, and it's also just personally a very hurtful thing to say to someone, unfortunately. It should be a constructive thing, but whatever. The liberals fucked it up.
Where you have heard him say, educate me, tell me.
All right.
When you have
Excellent. So now we're going to get the racist comment from Piers. Excellent.
heard him say racist things, educate me, tell me.
It is not the exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But
Okay. There were some things in there that were perhaps of value. You can be contributing to racism by not having certain conversations, by not acknowledging the influence of certain things in life and society. Sure. But earlier you said he uttered something racist. Now you're saying that it was more that he contributed to racism. Or let's say he facilitated it, or he allowed racism. But okay, those are different things. To utter something racist and to say something, those are different things, because the intention is different, everything's different, okay? All right, so now we're saying that actually that was a confusing thing, right? I got a little bit lost in the pronouns. I want to give Cheryl the benefit of the doubt, though, so I'm trying to find sort of the truth in there. Yo, move away from the table. Do you want to get on my lap? Okay, then get out of here. You want to say hello? Yeah, good boy. All right, I got to get back to this video. It's been 14 minutes. Let's listen to that again.
Tell me.
it is not the exact words of racism.
Okay, so far she said that he didn't say anything specific. He didn't say anything racist.
It's the implication and the reaction to it.
Okay, so it here is the situation with Meghan Markle, I think. So his reaction to the Meghan Markle situation is racist, okay?
That because she is a black woman and to try to dismiss it or to make...
Okay, so now to dismiss the things that she experienced, to dismiss the fact that she experienced things because she's a black woman is racist. No, I don't think so. Now, of course, the royal family can absolutely, they may be racist, they may have no idea, they may be just as racist as everyone else, and they don't realize the things that they're influenced by and the judgments that they have and so on. Or not the judgments, just the heuristics that they're using and the biases that they have. Okay, so they may not be aware of it, and indeed they may be racist, and indeed Meghan Markle may have experienced certain things because of the color of her skin. Absolutely, okay. But is it racist to know, if you know Meghan Markle, is it racist to claim the opposite? It's possible that Piers Morgan has a problem with Meghan Markle because of the color of skin. You would think that then they wouldn't have been friends, but maybe he just wanted to slap that ass, a little jungle fever or something, and so he was always racist, but was just sexually attracted to her or something. Absolutely, that's possible, but I don't see the evidence for it yet.
Exact words of racism.
Okay, so he didn't say anything that's literally racist, but in his reaction to the Meghan Markle situation, his reaction to the Meghan Markle situation is racist because he's not considering the color of her skin. No, that doesn't sound right to me.
The exact words of racism. It's the implication and the reaction to it. To not want to address that because she is a black woman and to try to
because she's a black woman, what? To not want to address that because she's a black woman, what?
Or to make it seem less than what it is. That's what makes it racist. But right.
Okay, to make it seem less than what it is. Why does that make it racist if he's playing down her feelings of suicidal ideation? Where's the evidence that there's a race component? Of course, again, everybody considers race when evaluating a person in a situation. Everybody does it. And how much weight that factor has can change between people, and also how justified they think they are in allowing their unconscious, if they have some awareness of that, in allowing their unconscious to use race. That's another sort of thing, okay? But we can't cancel everybody. We have to just learn. We have to grow. So I'm not sure. I still haven't seen the evidence of any racism.
Now, I'm talking to a woman who I believe is my friend, and I don't want anybody here to watch this and say that we're attacking you for being racist. And for that, if I articulated
I think it's
anything,
too late. I think that seed's already sown.
But that is why I'm saying for me.
Yeah, she is pretty awful, Sharon Osbourne. Like, Cheryl is trying to say, look, we're just trying to have a conversation. I'm asking a question. And if I said something wrong, I'm sorry, blah, blah. And Sharon's like, nope, too late. You pulled out the racism card. Saying to a black woman, you fucked up. It's too late. You... A white woman says to a black woman, you know what? The damage has been done. It's too late. What damage? The fact that the black woman didn't call her racist, but may have accidentally implied that Sharon was racist. That's enough for Sharon to...
I'm saying for me. I thought I was asking a question about the perception for other people. That's why I prefaced it with, I've never heard you utter anything racist, but I have felt that Piers was racist in his stance against Meghan Markle. And the last time he was on this show, I said as much. I said it when he was on this show.
And what was his answer to you?
He didn't feel that it was racist. He didn't feel that the racial statements that he was making were racist. But I was talking to him.
Okay, answer me this one, okay? Because I don't know. I don't understand. If he doesn't like someone, and I think this is for everybody who is born white, if Piers doesn't like someone and they happen to be black, does that make him a racist?
No.
Okay.
That's a no.
No.
Right.
Okay.
So why can't it be he just doesn't like her?
Great question.
Why does it have to be racist?
Great question.
It's almost like, I'm sorry, Cheryl.
No,
it's almost like yesterday when you were talking, Mrs. O, it sounded like he was really upset about, what you were saying is a royalist. Like, he is just so, like, deep
Hold on,
bitch.
Hold on, bitch. Sharon had a good question. Let me rewind and redo. Let's go back in time. And this time, Cheryl, we're going to let Cheryl answer, because this is a very good question.
That make him a racist?
No.
That's a no.
No.
Right. So why can't it be he just doesn't like her? Why does it have to be racist?
It's almost like, I'm sorry, Cheryl.
No, you
it's
go
almost like
shut the fuck up, bitch. Let Cheryl speak.
Talking, Mrs. O, it sounded like he was really upset about, what you were saying is a royalist. Like, he is just so, like, deep into
he is.
honoring the crown and honoring, and do I agree with what he said? No, like you.
No, I don't
I
agree.
think he should have walked off set? No. Do I think he should have sat there and listened to his other co-hosts like we're doing right now?
Yeah, shut the fuck up and listen to your co-hosts who are actually about to have a conversation.
A conversation and learning from each other. I think that's what corrective evolution is about.
Okay, no problem. We're gonna find a better clip. There was this one really shitty clip, like, filmed on someone's TV. Fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. That's it. I can't, because I've looked, it's all these responses. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. Her response. Fucking hell. I mean, how do you even respond to this when, and it's funny because, I used to always think that, like, writers of screenplays are just really lazy, because people would have these conversations where person A would make point one, person B would then just ignore point one and make point two. Person A doesn't respond to point two, they just make point three. It's like, wait, hold on. Why are we talking to each other if we're not discussing things, if we're not responding to what the other person is saying? But apparently screenwriters aren't lazy, they're just human. All humans are like this. All right, let me show you why I think she's. I'm tired of making this video. This won't even make a difference. Nobody. What difference would I want this video that I made to make? Well, I'd want to get followers. I would also want people to realize, one, that we all have racist biases. Two, that it's not helpful for racist to be such a violent term. And three, so we're all racist. It shouldn't be such a violent term. And three, that racial isn't racist. That being aware of someone's color, I mean, it's absolutely insane. Oh my God. I mean, there's the Bachelor thing, the Bachelor woman. There's this Georgetown professor got fired. She said it gives her a lot of angst that the students are doing worse in our class year in and year out are black. She said this on a private Zoom call. Now this, a fucking idiot fake news thing, decided to say that, Rahi, get off your mom. Oi! A fake news liberal bullshit thing decided to publish this, which is, of course, just reinforcing this negative sort of bias and stereotype. Because now you're just continue to spread this idea that blacks aren't doing well, they aren't intelligent, whatever. And for what reason? Did she say something racist, or did she just? And maybe she's wrong. Maybe she's wrong in noticing this pattern, but that's a completely natural thing. We are not very good at noticing patterns. We see patterns when they aren't there. We pay too much attention to certain features, and so, see patterns where they aren't there, or misinterpret patterns, and so on. So all she did was be human. And also, it seems like she cared. She said that it gave her a great deal of angst, this fact that the students at the bottom of her class were black. So she literally just mentioned the color. She said it made her feel uncomfortable, and fucking fired. Jesus Christ. I don't know what I want to get out of this video. It's overwhelming how far you are away from being able to understand anything I can teach you. All right, let's look at this. All right, this one is such a bitch.
I once sacked a member of my staff.
All right, so this is a show called Would I Lie to You? It's basically, there are two teams. So here's Lee Mack, and then you've got Sharon Osbourne and this guy, who I did not find very impressive. And so then basically what they have to do is they read statements, or they tell stories, whatever, that are given to them. And some of them are true and some of them are false, and the other team has to guess whether or not it's true or false. Okay, and the other team is with David Mitchell and Stephen Merchant and her. Funny that I only know the the names of the white people. I'm racist. Cancel me.
Once sacked a member of my staff because he showed absolutely no sense of humor during a house fire.
David, this member of staff, what was his job?
He was my husband's assistant at the time.
So you find him because he didn't find it amusing?
Yes.
Why did you find it amusing?
Did you start it?
All right, so here's the thing. I fucking hate Sharon for this clip. Let me just say, spoiler alert, she did not find the house fire amusing at the time of the house fire, okay? It was completely misleading, her statement, completely false. I know that she went up to the producer, she's like, oh yeah, I got a good story. Because I'm such a carefree, cool person, and people are gonna laugh because, I laughed about a house fire, and that's not normal, and everybody's gonna have a good time, blah, blah. But listen to this story.
How did it begin, Sharon?
Okay.
How did this happen?
Christmas. My hubby and I thought, oh well, let's light this beautiful candle. We turned the lights out and we watched a Christmas movie, and then we went up to bed. This alarm was ringing and ringing.
An alarm went off?
Yes,
right.
a fire alarm. So I went downstairs, and there he was in the living room, and his arm was on fire.
So you started laughing?
Yes. So then...
Where was this assistant during all of this? Why?
Sleeping. So anyway, so I picked up the magazine and I'm hitting Ozzy with the magazine. And then I think, right, where is that other assistant?
Oh.
So I go into the guest house.
Yes.
And he's going, everything all right? And I'm like, no, house is on fire. Get out, help, go in, get...
100% not laughing. So she completely lied to the other guest in saying that she had... Hold on a second. I'm busy. Oh, fuck! Oh, god damn it! Ugh. there was nothing I could do. I mean, I could have tried, but it would have just looked silly. She completely lied to the other, because obviously, yeah, because her story's fucking stupid. She did not have a sense of humor about a house fire. Certainly not at the time of the house fire.
Paintings out.
It's what a personal assistant's #1 job. Go into
let's listen to that again.
Into the guest house.
Yes.
And he's going, everything all right, you know, and I'm like, no, house is on fire, get out, help, go in, get the paintings out.
It's what a personal assistant's #1 job. Go into a burning building and get the art out. The cat calendar in the kitchen, there's still 4 days to go.
And there were dogs, and I said, you must go in and find the dogs.
Yeah.
And so he was like humming and hawing, this ex-assistant. So anyway, he did get the dogs, and so the fire engines arrived. Very lovely people, and then they came, and
I'm reacting because I know what's, I know what's gonna happen. But for this video, her whole career should have ended. Well, I don't know whether I stand by that, but it seems like she's an awful person. I don't understand where there's room for misinterpretation. Like, I've watched this video a number of times to try to find like how I might be misinterpreting her actions or being too harsh on her, but I just think this just shows she's awful.
very lovely people. And then they came and they had this oxygen for the assistant.
She's talking about the firefighters.
So then I said to him,
Yes?
how very dare you? You work here and you get more paintings out right now.
I forgot about this part. I completely forgot about this part. Because I was starting to think, why am I being so harsh on her, actually? What a fucking bitch. Let's review this again.
Very lovely people. And then they came and they had this oxygen for the assistant. So then I said to him,
Yes?
how very dare you? You work here and you get more paintings out right now.
You can oxygenate your blood on your own time.
And I took the mask.
You didn't take the mask off him.
I took the mask and I put it on my dog.
That we can laugh about, but her asking, so what exactly did Piers Morgan say that was racist? For that, her career needs to end.
You said in the card you sacked him for not having a sense of humour, isn't that what you said?
Yes, because...
Where's the humour in the...
She has no sense of humor about it.
After this terrible night, he was not talking to me. And Ozzy and I were recounting everything, and we were laughing and laughing. And he goes, I don't see what's funny about any of this. And he said, I think I'm going to have damaged lungs. And I mean, please. So then, if you don't think that's funny, do you think this is funny? And he goes, what? I said, you're fired.
You used the word fired.
Am I a crazy person? Or maybe I'm not crazy, but maybe I'm just, making some reasoning error, or my unconscious is tricking me into, something just like the unconscious tends to do. Just explain to me what mistake my unconscious or my conscious are making. Because she sounds like a fucking bitch. A fucking dude. I don't think that she might not even be aware that the guy, the problem was that she was able to have a sense of humor about it because the assistant saved her dogs and her paintings. He didn't have a sense of humor about the fire and what he was upset about, because he was upset about something. He was upset about being treated like shit. So really, the card should have read, I fired my assistant because he didn't have a sense of humor about being treated like shit. Is she that dumb? Does she not see that? I mean, it's possible. It's possible that her unconscious is blinding her to what actually happened. It's possible. Unconscious likes to do that. That's the end of the clip, and it just wiped me out. I have no alcohol. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! Table. I don't know whether it's because my fingers are cold or what, but that really hurt. Fingernail. I don't have any alcohol. I don't have any weed, so we need to end this video because I'm too upset at the world. I'm not even gonna sum it up. Take from it what you will.
Sharon, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, the answer is it's true.
But no, I don't check my messages. If I don't get an alert about it, I don't find out about it. Subscribe.
Subscribe for more.